Hello everyone, welcome to the Clarity 16.1.3 Features Supportability Training. My name is Bill Yee. Today we're going to discuss the new enhancements related to top-down planning in the hierarchy. So one of the enhancements we've added to the hierarchy is added drag and drop card configuration within the hierarchy cards. Now this is the same capability that we've added as part of our new boards, but also too we've enhanced that capability is that now you're able to reorder those attributes in terms of the card via drag and drop. And we've also applied that back to our new board card configuration as well. We've also increased the number of attributes available in the hierarchy subobject modules. Customers have complained and where they want to do some more advanced filtering and also to enhance their widget configuration, but there weren't enough attributes available as part of that configuration. So we've added additional attributes from our investment, financial, and the hierarchical attributes that you can use within the grid, widgets, and filtering. Those hierarchical attributes are the parent and the level fields that gets generated when you're modeling in the tree layout. And also too, we've added the task module to the hierarchy. And within that task module, we've exposed the calendar, board, and grid layouts that you also see in the global task workspace. And you have the ability to configure widgets. So why is this important? Configuring the hierarchy cards previously in the view option panel, we had to do a lot of vertical scrolling, was challenging for some customers. So this new improvement to have the drag and drop card configuration was a much better user experience. Also, two customers have leveraged the hierarchy and the sub-object modules, and they want to report more against it. And the ability to, with these additional attributes, to do more advanced filtering, more advanced widgets, to get to the data they need will be much beneficial for end users. And we have many customers asking for having the task module within the hierarchy. It provides the power that we have as our global task grid to view data across different objects with the calendar board, but also to the quick access to staff status, risk issues, and changes that you have at the investment task workspace. You get that all consolidated within the task subobject hierarchy module. So let's review the new hierarchy configuration enhancements. So in hierarchy for the tree layout, we have enhanced our card configuration, and we used the same card configuration that we had for our new board within the hierarchy. We're able to drag and drop attributes for configuration within the card for all of the different investments that you have within your tree layout. Also, too, we added a new drag and drop reordering of the attributes within the card as well. To invoke the new card configuration, we'll remove the pull downs from all the different view options that we had previously, and we have a link now for configure card. When you click that, you'll get the card configuration modal. So here is the summary of the new changes in the UI for the card configuration under hierarchy. Up top, you have tabs for each of the investment types that you have imported into your tree layout. And here you're able to, depending on what tab you click on, you can individually configure the cards for each of the different investment types. You can search for the attributes within your, to be able to drag into your cards. And if it's grayed out, it'll let you identify that that card is already present inside your card configuration. And also, too, you can configure the color by at the bottom of the page with the any lookup that has display mapping. It will display the color bar right next to the card. You also have the capability of you able to drag those attributes in the open fields with this plus field icon in the fields, also too in the metrics, and also too in the title as well. And if you have new changes, you would then see an apply button where you can go and save those changes or cancel out if you want to discard any changes that you made within your configuration session. So let's review the new drag and drop capabilities for the hierarchy card configuration. So from the attribute list, you're able to search and drag an attribute onto the card. And when you're doing that drag and dropping, we do validations when you do the drop. And if you're able to successfully drop that attribute, you get a blue background. But if you're not, you get a gray background with a strikeout icon, letting you know you're not able to drop that icon in that area of the card. Also new for this release is that we now are able to reorder the attribute on the card. So if you grab a particular attribute that's already on the card and drag it over to another field, you'll see the blue background and you're able to drag and reorder those items within the card. And this new reordering has also been ported back to our new board configuration. So they're also on both the hierarchy cards and the board cards as well. So here are some things to know regarding the hierarchy card configuration. Regarding the field card section, you have a max of 4 fields per card. And then you're able to configure any attribute except these following attribute types: the aggregation metrics, aggregated formula, long string, rich text, URL, and attachment data types. And Boolean attributes will render as checkboxes. For the metric card section, you get a max of 3 metric cards. You will only be able to configure numeric attributes in the metric cards, similar to the board cards as well. And also, too, we also display the abbreviation when you have values over 1,000. So, like, for example, 3.4K or 1.4 million in terms of the abbreviation. Display mappings are supported for fields, metrics, and color by fields if you have them configured on your data types that support display mappings. And once you hit the maximum number of fields or metrics in a card, you will need to remove that field or metric in order to drag drag another attribute to the card. And an attribute can only be configured once for the title, field, or metric. Now, this is a change from the old card where you were able to take the same attribute and configure it, let's say, in the fields and in the metrics. That's one difference with the new configuration that's we're providing this release. So let's discuss the new changes related to the new sub-object modules and adding the additional investment and hierarchical attributes within hierarchy. So we are providing additional investment and financial attributes for the sub-object modules within hierarchy. And also, too, we're exposing both the parent and the level attributes from the hierarchical group, which are based on how you configure the hierarchy tree configuration in your hierarchy instance. But one thing to note is that the financial module will not have the parent attribute exposed, at least for this release, and we'll look at adding it in a future release. The data types we're not exposing in the sub-object modules are the TSV, parameterized, and MVL lookups, OBS, aggregated calculated attributes, studio ones, and also 2 hierarchical metrics within the hierarchical tree. And these attributes can be used for filtering, group by, and widgets, which was kind of the main driver in adding these additional attributes to help customers to get to the data they need. Now let's discuss more around the new task module in hierarchy and the new calendar, board, and grid and widgets in that task module. So with the new hierarchy task module, now you're able to configure the task sub-object module in the hierarchy investment blueprint. And when you expose it, you'll see the calendar, board, and grid layouts, similar to what you see in the global task workspace. you'll be able to add widgets to the task module as well. And as mentioned in the previous section, those additional investment, financial, and hierarchical attributes will also be available within the task subobject module. So for new installations and upgrades, the task module will not be displayed by default. So you need to manually add it to your blueprints in order to see it. And when you add the task module, the following flyout modules will display: the properties, to do, assignments, dependency links, and conversations. So those are all configurable within the blueprints depending on your preference and requirements in your organization. So here is the screenshot of our new calendar layout in the task module. And here's a screenshot of how the board layout, that's similar to what you see in the global task workspace. And also to the grid layout is also available in the new task module. So here are some of the things you need to know related to the new task module. That a user can edit and delete task records based on their permissions. The user will not be able to create tasks under the new hierarchy task module. And the hierarchy task module behaviors are like the global task workspace. And this includes no pick lists, no tasks for ideas, and no tasks for custom TSVs. So let me give you a demonstration of our new hierarchy enhancements so you can see them in action.
So let's review the new hierarchy enhancements. So let's drill down into the digital banking release hierarchy. And let's first cover the new card config. So if you look at the view options, there's a new option here for configure card. Click on that. Here's our new card configurator, similar to what we have in the new board. And first off, what you'll see up top are all the investment types that are included inside the hierarchy. We have two custom investment types, portfolio epics and products, and then also two projects. Ideas can also be included in your hierarchy, and if you add ideas, it will be another tab as well. So here, let's go ahead and drag and drop some attributes into our card. So we go ahead and drag in plan cost, drag in plan capital cost, and then plan operating cost in here. So while it's in there, you can also reorder fields. So we go ahead and drag them over, move them over inside here. You can go ahead and reorder those items inside your card. You can even move them up as you wish. So you can move it up, drag it if it's applicable as you move them through. We also, too, let's say if we try to move this finish, which is not a numeric attribute, what will happen will give you some validation you won't be able to track. So we have validation as you're doing drag and drop. Let's move this in. And let's add the type field so we know what investment type we have as part of this card. And let's go into the products here. And let's also, too, we added the type of here as well already. And let's add the plan capital percentage, plan operating percentage, and plan ROI. So this one is showing percentages from the products, and the projects we have configured similar to for the portfolio epics. Also, too, which in each of the different investment types, you can actually configure the color by. And for right now, all of them are configured for which status. So with that, we click apply. Close this out. You'll see that, the new changes here for portfolio epics. You scroll over, you'll see one for projects, and the top level one for the programs, products rather. So that is our card configurator. Let's go for show the additional attributes. So we go to this status module. Now this is available for all sub-object modules. This includes risks, issues, financial, staff. We've added additional columns in the column picker For the, we used to only have a few for common investment. We've added additional ones that you can use for not only filtering, adding to the grid, and also to doing adding to widgets. We also not only investment but also two financial attributes. You can also show inside the filter these additional attributes are available there. We've also added the hierarchical level and parent. So you can use those as part of not only filtering widgets and also too you can add them to the grid. So those are the new additional attributes. So they're also available within risk issues and changes, and we can show you real quickly. Those additional attributes are here as well. And it's also available on the new task module. Let me show you that really quickly. So here it is. This is the month range. Let's go into a range month that has a lot more data. So you can go ahead, just like in the global task workspace, we'll now have that calendar here in the hierarchy. It also has here, this is the overflow popover. You can move it around, drag it into additional fields as you wish. We also show you the week range. You can go ahead and you can drag and drop across, say, different lanes as well. And we have the board here too. Go ahead, similar to the boards that we have on investments. So you'll have this kind of capability to look at tasks in a board view within the hierarchy. And also too, we have the grid. You can see all your tasks for your investments related into the hierarchy. And also too, as I mentioned, the additional attributes are available for tasks as well. Also, as well, open up the details flyout. These are the out-of-the-box flyout modules. You can view your tasks, your to-dos underneath your tasks as well, and show them. There's none here, but you can access, read down, drill down into the investment, all from this task module within the hierarchy. Let me show you quickly the blueprint for the tasks and how to set it up. Let's drill down into this hierarchy blueprint and look at the modules. Let's go into edit. And if you click on tasks, you can edit the module details. And here you can go ahead and configure, add, or remove additional modules as you wish.
So that concludes my demonstration and presentation for the new hierarchy enhancements. Thank you.